Before we started to develop EOS, we asked our customers, what do you expect from a label printer? What are your demands? What we often heard was, the printer has to be small in size, because there's only little space of operation, and it also shall provide the features of large industrial printers, which have usually a much bigger functionality. We accepted this challenge, and this is what the result looks today. EOS is a small printer, but it provides a great amount of functionalities. Currently, there are more than 60,000 of these devices operated by our customers, all around the world. Starting with the simple office use up to industrial production lines. For example, automotive, chemical industry, pharmaceutical industry, medical areas, hospitals, in logistics, electronic factories, trading and services. Compared to other printers of a similar scale, EOS offers some additional features that I want to show you now. With EOS, you are able to print small labels up to 5 mm height. Print speed is up to 125 mm per second. For narrow and thin materials, we developed specific print rollers. They optimize material feed and minimize the abrasion of the printhead. The print rollers can be exchanged in the blink of an eye and are ready just after the new material has been inserted. In case of fine compositions and small barcodes, we offer an additional 300 dpi version besides a 203 dpi version. An upgrade from 203 to 300 dpi is possible, and the exchange of the printhead is as easy as possible. Just take a look. The way it is done properly we show in detail in a separate YouTube video. What you see immediately is the big touch screen. Intuitive handling, very similar to your smartphone. With one significant difference: it can be operated even with gloves. EOS settings are provided in 27 different languages. What does it mean? This means that each user should have a good chance to handle EOS in his native language. In addition, with EOS you are ready for international operation. On the top of the display there are shortcuts directly leading you to important settings with a single click. For example, to network settings, date or time information. The built-in real-time clock offers the possibility to recall and print date and time directly at your label. And if you want to go back to your initial setting, this can be done at any time by choosing the home button here on the upper right. All printer settings can be protected with a pin to avoid accidental changes in the setup. In case there is the end of the ribbon or labels, or when the printhead is open, the display color changes immediately to red. This is clearly visible even from some meters distance. Well, we could save some money on that if we would use only 1 or 2 nervous blinking LEDs instead of the display. But really, we thought it makes more sense to have a display where we can read exactly what is going on the printer. EOS provides all modern interfaces. Via USB ports, a USB stick with label data, a keyboard or a barcode scanner can be connected. That is important if you want to run your EOS in standalone mode without being connected to any PC. If you are interested in further details, please see the correspondent video in our virtual trainings platform. Moreover, there is highly powerful network interface. It allows access by using your web browser to remotely access the printer. Also, the display shows up in your browser and can be used as a remote control from far, far away. And by the way, that's free of charge. Further USB interface is provided at the rear side to connect your printer directly to any PC. For example, you can save labels in the internal memory which are recalled later for printing. Optionally, you can set up a wireless network connected by using a wireless network stick. If required, also Bluetooth stick can be used for the communication. EOS printers have a standard material feed. This means that the consumables are automatically centered while the label roll is inserted. The margin stop provides constant tension of the label material. Talking about the ribbons, you have the free choice because EOS has been designed for standard cores. Ribbons inside or outside wound can be used. It is not necessary for you to buy expensive special materials. Just think of a low-cost inkjet desktop printer. You realize why the device itself has been that cheap when the day comes where you have to exchange the ink cartridges. The position of the label sensor is variable. If you have, for example, multi-track labels, you can adjust the label sensor to choose the correct sensing position. And if you want to print on a bigger label roll, we offer an external unwinder as well. Just click in the unwinder at the rear side of your printer. There is no additional tool necessary. Insert the material as usually, and here we go. If you know from the beginning that bigger label rolls should be used, then it would make sense to directly choose EOS 4. It has a bigger size than EOS 1 because there is more space available for the label roll. Both EOS 1 and EOS 4 may be complemented with an accessory cutter that separates the label reliably. There is an additional brake available if fan-folded material shall be processed with constant tension. Instead of carrying the product to the printer, we decided carry the printer to the product. So therefore, we developed EOS 1 mobile version, which is battery-driven version of the EOS 1, and also EOS 4 is available with a battery-driven equipment. So in this case, you can imagine, printer might be connected with a wireless network stick so that we get a connection to a database with a database connector, which is a tool which is included in the printer. We can do a lookup to a SQL database, recall some data with a scanner or keyboard, key in the amount of labels which you want to print, and here we go. So we have the label and can add it to our product. I hope I was able to give you a nice overview on EOS. Are there any questions? Then feel free to contact us. Give us a call, write us an email, send us a letter, whatever you like. We really appreciate any comment, good ideas, and also critics. We build the printers for you.